Hello, today we're going to talk about interval notation. Alright, with interval notation, you're looking at just a different way to say basically inequalities. Alright. When you have just a greater than or less than sign, that gives you an open circle when you are doing inequalities, single inequalities on a number line. When you have the equals, you have a closed circle. An example of this would be x is greater than 4. So on a number line, I have 3, 4, and 5. X is greater than 4. I put a circle around the 4, and I highlight everything that is greater than 4. This means it is not equal to the actual 4. If I did x is greater than or equal to 4 on a number line, then I do a closed circle because it includes the 4 and everything by it. So x can be 4 here, it can't be 4 here. So in interval notation, we just show this a different way. So with an open dot, we use parentheses. With a closed dot, we use bracket. So instead of saying x is greater than 4, we say 4 parenthesis. Now, when you're going in the greater than direction for ever and ever and ever and ever in this, you would say positive infinity. Here, 4, but since it's equal to 4 and includes it, use a bracket to infinity. Infinity will never have a bracket around it. Infinity is an idea and goes on forever and ever. You can't equal infinity. But it can equal 4 or it can not include 4. Now I'm going to do a bunch of examples of this to show you, but that is how you basically do interval notation. Alright, here's another example. X is less than 6. We draw a number line. Alright, so it's not equal to it, so we put a circle around the 6. We follow the direction, so we're saying x is everything less than 6. So we shade in this direction. But how do we write this in interval notation? So we have a non-equal one, so we have to use a parenthesis around the 6. But now it's everything less than 6. So this is going to go forever and ever in the negative direction. So this gives us negative infinity with a parenthesis. So if it's everything this way forever and ever, it's negative infinity. If it's everything that way forever and ever, it's a positive infinity. I'm going to do another one real quick. So if I do x is less than or equal to 9.5. We draw a number line, 8, 9, 10. So we'd be right about there. And since it's equal to, we make a closed dot, but it's less than. X is everything less than it. So we go in this direction. How would we write this in interval notation? Well, since we have a greater or equal to, it can equal 9.5, and it goes in the negative infinity direction. Now that is an example of both ways to do this on a number line using just a single inequality. Alright, here's another way to do it. So this is called an AND function. You also see it written as this. I always remember that because that looks like the N that's in it. The other one is OR, and it's a U. Alright, so this is saying this is an AND function. Whenever you have an AND function, it's going to look a certain way. So I make my number line. 2, and 9. Doesn't have to be anything special. Now, I have to figure out what I have to circle and what I have to dot. So here, I have an open circle. So it's x is everything less than 2. All right? Now this is a closed one. This can include 9. And x is in between these two. So it's saying x is everything greater than 2, but everything equal to or less than 9. So it's everything in this area. Now how you write this in interval notation, since you're not including the 2, you put a parentheses, but you are including the 9. Or you have a closed dot, or you have an equal, so you put a bracket. So this is saying this, which is saying this. This is all saying the same exact thing. This is saying x is everything greater than 2 and less than or equal to 9. Not including 2, including 9, everything in between. Not including 2, including 9, everything in between. That is 3 different ways to write the same exact thing. Interval notation is very, very important. I'm going to show you another way to do this, and then I'm going to show you. All right, another and function. So this is saying -6 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or less than 1. So I do -6 and 1. Doesn't really matter if you put the numbers in between. You can if you want, for me. All right, so it's saying x is everything greater than or equal to -6. So we put our closed circle because it has an equal sign. Over here, we're saying x is less than 1. So we have an open circle around the 1. Because it does not equal 1. X cannot equal 1. And since it's an and problem, it's saying everything in between. So x is everything in between -6 and everything less than 1. Right, in that area. The way you would write this in set or interval notation, since this is a closed circle and it includes -6, we put a bracket. Then we put an open circle for the 1. Open circle, which is our parentheses. So here's our OR problem. So -4 is greater than x, or x is greater than or equal to 6. So do the same thing. Put our numbers out there. Now I'm going to flip this one around because I don't like the way it looks. So x is everything less than -4. So it's not including the -4, but x is everything less than. That includes -5. If you keep going, -6, all of those. Now over here it's saying x is greater than or equal to 6. So x is everything greater than 6. That includes 7 and 8 and so on and so forth. But it's nothing in between. Alright, so how we write this? They write it as 2 separate ones now. So we have the 4, which is a parenthesis because it's a not equal to or it's a circle. To which direction? It's going in the negative direction forever and ever, so it's negative infinity. Over here, we have 6 equal to, then it's going in which direction? Positive infinity forever and ever and ever. And that is how you do the OR. All right, this has been interval notation based on just inequalities and graphing it on a line. I hope this helped and good luck.